Life throws problems at you. A late bus, a boss in a bad mood, a bill you did not expect, a friend who forgets you. Fear and doubt come fast. Anger takes over. You feel stuck. Everyone has felt this, no matter the country or age. But what if these blocks are not walls? What if they are doors? Pause for a moment. Are you thirsty? Take a sip of water as you listen. And please, save this video. You will want to come back. Science proves that repeat works. Baddeley and Hitch, 1974, showed that sound moves from short memory to long memory when you hear it many times. Vygotsky, 1978, showed that we learn by copy and repeat. So, listen again later. Let this simple English story be your free teacher. Here is my big promise. Today you will learn how to turn each block into your way forward. By the end, you will have 3 clear steps you can act on right away. Remember this English note. Never give up. And if you want to hear calm words in English every day, subscribe now to English Calm. That way, you never miss the next voice that lifts you. Picture a dark cloud. Most people see only rain, but you will see the water that makes trees grow. You will see the chance to rise. Imagine standing before a wall. Most stop. You will step on it. It will raise you higher. This is a book summary in English, an audiobook summary style. It is English for beginners, clear and simple. And it is also a story about you. So breathe slow, smile a little. We are walking this road together. Life always throws trouble at us. A missed bus, a broken phone, a sudden bill. In those moments, the normal mind reacts with panic, but the wise mind stops, breathes, and sees with calm eyes. The discipline of perception. John D. Rockefeller faced the panic of 1857 when he was only 19. Banks failed, people lost hope, but he stood still and studied. While others shouted in fear, he watched the market and learned how money moves. Later, this calm view helped him build one of the largest companies in history. When others saw chaos, he trained his eyes to see patterns. You can practice the same. For example, when you miss your bus, instead of cursing, you open a book or listen to English. What felt like lost time becomes a gift. Recognize your power. Reuben Carter, a boxer, was sent to prison for a crime he did not do. His body was locked for 19 years, but his mind stayed free. He chose not to let anger own him. He read, studied, and kept his human dignity. This shows you, even if life takes away many things, your inner choice is always yours. A simple case, your internet breaks when you need it. You cannot fix it now, but you can still choose peace. Call a friend or rest. No one can steal your response unless you hand it over. Steady your nerves. Ulysses S. Grant stood under cannon fire. Soldiers froze, but he lit a cigar and stayed calm. His courage spread to the men. They rose and fought again. Fear grows when you feed it. Calm spreads when you hold it. You see this today, too. In a family crisis, one calm person can settle everyone. At work, when a deadline comes fast, the leader who speaks slow and clear helps the team breathe. That can be you. Think also of Mandela, 27 years in prison, yet still smiling, still calm. He later led his nation to freedom. Calm is not weakness. Calm is power. Now let's practice. Next time stress rises, pause 3 seconds before you answer. 1, 2, 3. That pause is your power. Try writing down one hard thing from today, then write one hidden gift inside it. A late bus gave you time to think. A rude message gave you a chance to show kindness. This is how calm turns into strength. Stay calm. That's today's English note. Calm is not doing nothing. Calm is active strength. With calm eyes, you turn obstacles into doors. When life throws stress at you, the first power you need is to control your emotions. Think of the astronauts at NASA. They train again and again in fake crisis alarms, ringing lights flashing, and computers showing errors. Why? Because if they panic, they die. They learn to breathe slow, to act calm, to move step by step. You can use the same in daily life. When you fail a test, when you lose your keys, stop for 3 seconds. Put your hand on your chest. Breathe in, breathe out. You will see your mind is stronger than the storm inside. But calm alone is not enough. You must also practice objectivity. This means see the fact, not the story you tell about it. Miyamoto Musashi, the great samurai, said, "Perceive that which cannot be seen with the eye." He meant, do not confuse what happened with how you feel. For example, rain is just water falling. That is the fact. The story in your head is rain ruined my day. See the difference? The event is neutral. You add the pain. Try this small drill. Write 5 sentences about today, but only the plain fact. No feeling words. For example, the bus was late, not the bus made me angry. Do this, and you will start to free your mind from extra weight. Still, even facts can hurt if you never change the way you look at them. This is why you need to alter your perspective. Pericles, the Greek leader, saw crisis not only as danger, but also as a way to grow power. Actor George Clooney once said he stopped feeling like a victim at auditions. Instead of, "I hope they like me," he told himself, "I will see if this project is good for me." That simple shift gave him strength. You can do the same. If you don't get the job, instead of thinking, "I'm not good," you can think, "This place was not right for me. If you get a bad grade, you can think, this is my signal to push harder. Let's make it real for you now. Pick one problem you had this week. Maybe a friend canceled plans. Maybe you missed the bus. First, control your emotion. Take a breath. Count to 3. Next, practice objectivity. Write down only what happened, no extra words. Then, alter your perspective. Ask, how can I turn this into a chance? Maybe the free time from a canceled plan gave you time to rest. Maybe the late bus gave you 10 minutes to read a book. Control, objectivity, perspective. If you practice these 3, you will walk through chaos like a calm river. Most people spend their energy chasing things they can never hold. They try to change the weather, the market, or the people around them. But peace and progress begin when you choose to focus only on what is in your hand. Take is it up to you. There was a young pitcher, Tommy John. Doctors gave him just 1% chance to play again after his arm broke. 99% was not his to control, but that 1% was his. He trained, trusted, and fought for that tiny chance. And he came back playing many more years. The lesson is clear. You don't need control of everything. You need to take the part that is yours and work it fully. To make it simple, imagine 2 boxes. In one box, you put things you can control, your words, your actions, your effort. In the other things, you can't. Other people's choices, the economy, the past. If you spend all day staring at the second box, you only grow tired. But when you put your time into the first life moves, try this. Draw 2 columns tonight. Left side control, right side no control. Write down your stress. Then ask which column feeds your power. Now let's move to live in the present moment. Think about Elon Musk. His first 3 SpaceX rockets exploded. Millions lost. Critics laughed. If he had kept living in those failures, SpaceX would have died. Instead, he looked only at the next launch. The 4th rocket worked. Today, it changes the world. This is the gift of staying in the present. The past is done. The future has not yet come. Your job is the step you take now. Even something small, like learning 1 new English word, instead of worrying about how much you forgot, this is control. And when your mind keeps running away to what if or what next, bring it back with action. Stand up, stretch, drink a sip of water. Then write down 1 thing you can do in this hour. A short note, a call, 1 page read. That is how you win the day. Finally, think differently. Steve Jobs built Apple on this 1 rule. He told people, think different. While others made gray computers, he dreamed of colors, music, art in a box. He refused to let fear or normal thinking control him. Thinking differently does not mean being strange for no reason. It means not copying the old way just because it is there. You can practice this now. Take one problem. Instead of asking, why, me ask, what if I try another way? Brainstorm 10 new ways, even silly ones. Out of those 10, one may shine. Like a cat that fails to climb the shelf, but then uses a chair, new paths open when you stop repeating the same old try. Here is the key thread tying it all when you claim your 1%, when you live only in today, when you dare to think another way life bends. You stop wasting energy on what is gone or out of reach. You grow strong in the space that is yours. And the English note is simple. Focus on now, because now is where your power is. When we stay with what we can do, new doors start to show. Some look small, some hide in pain, but each door can teach. A hard truth helped Ben Franklin as a young man. Pain is a teacher. It points with a sharp finger. It says, look here. When a plan breaks, the break makes a map. We read the crack lines and we learn where to step next. A quick story from daily life. A friend missed a job offer. He felt numb. 2 days later, he wrote 3 things the talk had shown. His notes said weak with Excel, slow with stories, shy with eye contact. He took a short class, joined a small club, and made a tiny script for answers. 3 months later, he tried again. Same mind, new skill. He got in. The first loss paid the fee for the win. So, how do we spot the door in the dark? Use a small lens. After any shock, ask one plain line. What did this teach me? Not why me, but what next? Write 3 lessons. Keep them short. Keep them kind. Keep them real. This turns a blow into a map in your hand. Awareness alone is not enough. We must prepare to act. Think of skill like a seatbelt. You buckle it before the turn. Make a tiny plan for the next time. If you froze in a meeting, set a cue. Place a sticky note by your screen. It says, breathe, then speak one line. If you lost a client, fix one link. Maybe learn a tool or ask for clear goals on day 1. Small acts move large weight when done each day. Let's fold in a light moment. I once took a wrong street at lunch. My map was wrong. My mood was worse. Then I found a taco stand with a long line. That plate was 10 out of 10. A lost turn became a good story. Life does this a lot. Missed path, fresh find. Take one step with me today. Think of one setback this month. On a card, write 3 lessons it gave. Under the list, write one next act you can do this week. Keep the card in your bag. Touch it when fear shouts too loud. This tiny drill builds brave calm. Hold this word in mind when storms come. Opportunity. It sits inside the mess like a seed in dirt. Water it with one act. Sun it with clear focus. You are not alone here. I'm right here cheering for you. If you learn with English for beginners, this is your simple English story. It is a small book summary in English, like an audiobook summary, yet it can shape a day. Keep going. The next door is close. You know what stops most people? They wait. They wait for the perfect time, the perfect idea, the perfect plan. And while they wait, the chance is gone. Action is never about being ready. It is about moving while you are not ready. That is what discipline of action means. Doing the thing because it must be done, not because you feel good. Like a soldier who trains every day, even when it rains. Or like a student who studies 10 minutes a night, no matter how tired. Small, steady steps build a wall stronger than sudden energy bursts. Think of the 2-minute rule. If something takes less than 2 minutes, do it now. Answer the email. Wash the cup. Write one line in your journal. It sounds too small, but that is the trick. When you start, you break the weight of delay. A heavy stone only moves when you push first. That first push is the hardest, but once it rolls, momentum carries it. Many writers swear by this. They tell themselves, just write for 2 minutes. Often, those 2 minutes become 2 hours. And then comes the truth about persistence. Thomas Edison tried over 10,000 times to make a working bulb. 10,000. People laughed at him. Reporters asked why he failed so much. He said, "I did not fail. I found 10,000 ways that did not work." This is what practice persistence looks like. Sticking to the effort when results are far away. Most people quit after 3 tries. Some stop after 1. But success waits behind the door that only opens on the 100th knock. You do not need to invent a bulb to understand. Think about J.K. Rowling, writing Harry Potter while broke and raising her child alone. Publishers rejected her story again and again, but she kept writing. Now children around the world read her books. Her success was not magic. It was persistence with words. Bring this into your own life. You want to exercise. Start with 1 push-up. You want to improve English. Learn 1 word and say it out loud today. You want to fix your health. Drink 1 glass of water before bed. Tiny steps are not weak. Tiny steps grow into roads. A boy in Chicago missed shot after shot. He stayed late and kept going. Years later, that boy, Michael Jordan, hit game winners. He did not grow by luck. He grew by daily work. Many throws, small tweaks, calm review. This is the way to learn fast. Not by grand plans, by simple steps done well. Let's start with iterate. Try a thing. Check the result. Change 1 small part. Try again. Bakers do this with cake. Musicians do this with notes. You can do this with English. Record one line today. Listen once, fix one sound, record again. 10 loops beat one long session. Next comes follow the process. Big dreams fall apart if you hold them whole. Break the work into parts. A podcast. List steps, find topic. Write, outline, record, edit, post. A test list pages, time blocks, review. Put steps on paper. Then touch one box at a time. A train reaches far towns by short tracks. Your work is the same. Now do your job, do it right. People say done is better than perfect. Yes. But done with care is best. Tighten one screw more. Read one email twice. Speak one line slow and clear. Quality in small details is not small. It builds trust. It saves time later. A stitch in time saves 9. You know this is true. Here is a very simple drill. Each night, write one improvement, one line only. Use names when I email. Stand up every hour. Open the app and read one page. That is it. Close the book. You will wake with a next step set by you. Your brain loves clear cues. Another drill that works. Take a large goal and cut it. Use 3 steps. For example, learn 300 words. Step 1, learn 10 words. Step 2, use 5 in a talk. Step 3, write a short note with them. Or run 5 kelvins. Step 1, walk 10 minutes. Step 2, jog 1 minute. Walk 1 minute. Step 3, add 1 minute each day. Small steps climb big hills. Hold this English note step by step. Say it out loud now. Step by step. It is the rule under every great story. It is the way of builders, artists, and athletes. It can be your way too. If this simple English story helps leave one word you learned today. This book summary in English, this short audiobook summary, is also your plan. Use it. Change one thing tonight. Then do it again tomorrow. That is how you grow. Life is not a straight road. Plans change, doors close, and what looked good yesterday may not work today. When this happens, the smartest move is to choose what works now, not what looks perfect. Think of traffic. The main road is blocked. Cars stand still. You take a side street. Maybe it looks less shiny, but you still get home on time. That is a win. This is how life works too. Jeff Bezos once said, "Be stubborn on vision, flexible on details." Amazon had the vision to bring books to people fast. At first, they sold paper books online. Later, readers wanted speed, so they built Kindle. The goal stayed the same, but the path changed. That is why it worked. Sometimes, the front door will not open, so you need a side door. Maybe the company you want does not hire you yet. You do one small project for them first, or you help a group that uses the same skills. People see your work and trust starts to grow. Kevin Hart is a good example. He worked in small clubs for years, often with very few people watching. Then short clips of his shows spread online. That side road became his main road, and soon he filled big arenas. Here's something simple you can do now. Write down one big goal. Under it, write 3 paths. Path 1, the direct way you can try today. Path 2, a small side step that builds proof. Path 3, a step that helps a helper or partner. Then pick one and act for 2 minutes. Even a small start moves you forward. There is also a smart way to use the block itself. Think of judo in simple words. Your opponent pushes, and you turn that push into your move. Problems in life can be used the same way. A rainy day stops your park run, so you stretch at home instead. A boss says no, but the feedback shows you how to make the plan better. J.K. Rowling had many rejections before Harry Potter. Each no helped her edit, and that is how she reached a yes. You can make this a habit. Write one block from this week. Next to it, write 3 new ways to use it. For example, too noisy to study becomes try a quiet app. Child is sick becomes study at home with a short video. Low budget becomes build a small version first. When you see a block, train your mind to ask, how can I use this? Remember this simple English story. Hold your goal, but change the way. Every small move builds trust, skill, and hope. One day, the side road you took will prove it was the best road, and what feels like a block today will be the tool that shapes your tomorrow. There are moments when anger hits you, a fight at work, a rude driver, a child screaming. Most people let that fire burn them, but smart people turn that fire into fuel. Thomas Edison often worked with little sleep, but he used the stress of failure to invent again. You can do the same. When your hands shake with anger, clean your room, go for a run, or write 1 page. That burst becomes creation. Channel your energy, and you grow instead of break. But life is not only about holding ground. Sometimes you must strike first. Waiting makes fear bigger. Think of Alexander the Great. He faced huge armies, but moved fast, catching them unready. In our time, think of Jeff Bezos. He did not wait for the world to change. He attacked the future built online shopping before it was safe, before it was normal. This is seizing the offensive. At home, it can be small. Send the email first. Ask the question first. Start the project while others still doubt. Action breaks fear. Still, no attack is perfect. What if it all fails? Here is the third part. Prepare for none of it to work. Great leaders always have Plan B, Plan C. Bezos himself said, "We are stubborn on vision, but flexible on details." If one launch fails, SpaceX has another rocket ready. If one path is blocked, they test another. You can copy this in daily life. Write 3 other moves for each goal. If gym is closed, do push-ups at home. If one job says no, apply for 2 more. If a friend cancels, use the free time to learn. Pause a moment. Close your eyes for 5 seconds. Let your breath slow. Then type the first letter of your city in the comments. This small act refreshes your mind and locks the lesson in. Science says repeat and act makes memory strong. Here's the truth. Anger can be fuel. Attack can be defense. Failure can be a teacher. If you turn each one right, no block can stop you. Your energy becomes creation, your action becomes courage, and your backup becomes freedom. Remember this English note, Plan B. Whisper it to yourself. Plan B means you are ready, calm, and strong, no matter what life throws at you. When Plan B is ready, your mind can rest. From that calm place, a new power grows. It is the power to keep going when life stays hard. The Stoics called it the discipline of the will. Ryan Holiday writes it as inner strength, inner citadel, and amor fati. Think of a small storm in daily life. Your train is late. A client says no. A child is sick. You can't control those things, but you can build a strong room inside. In that room, you choose your next step with care. First, build your inner citadel. Start with 5 quiet minutes. Sit, breathe in, breathe out. Count to 10. Let thoughts pass like cars on a road. After that, write a few lines. What went well? What hurt? What did I learn? Keep it short. Keep it daily. Over time, this becomes a wall of calm. When noise hits, you do not shake as much. Next, train inner strength with tiny tests. Take a cold shower for 10 seconds. Walk the stairs once more. Say no to 1 cookie. These are small on purpose. They remind your brain, I can do hard things. When bigger trials come, your brain knows the path to steady. Now, amor fati. It means love of fate, not just accept, love. This sounds tough, but hear me out. You already do a bit of this. You get stuck in traffic, so you call your mom. You spill coffee, so you clean your desk. You turn a minus into a plus. Amor fati is that as a habit. Viktor Frankl showed this with grace. He lost his family and lived in a camp. He could not change the guards or the cold. He still chose to help others, to hold hope, to find meaning. He said we always hold the last of all freedoms to choose our response. His life is a light for us. Use a very simple drill. Take 1 bad thing from today. Write 3 ways it might help you. Late to class. You learn to leave sooner. Rejected by a job. you learn the gaps to fill. A friend moves away. You grow new ties and learn to stand. Do this daily for 1 week. You will feel a shift. Add one more drill. Each night write one line that thanks the day. Thank you for the rain. I slept well. Thank you for the delay. I read 3 pages. Gratitude is not blind. It is training. You are teaching your mind to look for use, not pain. Let's bring a soft smile here. A grain of sand in an oyster hurts. With time, it turns into a pearl. Your small pain today can polish you too. Not fast, not easy, but real. Write one hard thing you face now. Under it, write one reason you could love it. Not for the hurt, but for the growth. That line is a seed. Water it with action. Sun it with care. Day by day, your inner citadel gets strong. And when fate knocks, you will open the door with calm. When life tests you, it is not enough to hope for the best. You must also be ready for the worst. The old Stoics had a name for this: premeditatio malorum. It means you think ahead of the bad things that can happen, not to be sad, but to be strong when they come. If you walk into a storm already knowing the rain will fall, you do not freeze. You open your umbrella. Steve Jobs once spoke to young people at Stanford. He told them, "Remembering that I'll be dead soon is the most important tool I've ever had to help me make big choices." Jobs did not say this to scare them. He wanted them to see that life is short. If you think of the hard end, you stop wasting time on small fears. You start doing what matters. Try this small drill with me. Take one paper and write down the worst thing that could happen in your work or study this week. Maybe you fail a test. Maybe you lose a client. Then write the step you would take if it really happens. This act makes fear smaller. Your brain knows there is a plan. You are no longer frozen. But planning is only one part. You also need to keep going when the road is long. Perseverance is the power to not quit. Thomas Edison tested thousands of ways before he found the right one for the light bulb. Each time it did not work, he did not say, "I fail." He said, "I found another way that does not work." That is why we have light today. In your daily life, you see the same. A child falls when learning to ride a bike. He does not stop. He stands again with small tears in his eyes, but also with fire in his heart. At last, he rides free. The skill stays for life. You too can be that child. And here is the last piece. Be ready to start again. Every end can be a new start if you choose it. Many people know the story of J.K. Rowling. Before Harry Potter became a world story, she was rejected by many publishers. She had no job, little money, and still she wrote. She started again after each no.cause. Today, millions read her books. So what about you? If today everything you built fell down, What is one small step you would take tomorrow? Write it down. That is your rope to hold when the ground shakes. Never quit. Say it out loud. Never quit. Because the last chapter of your story is not written yet. Every failure you face is only a page. The book is still in your hands. We've walked the path, clear sight, steady action, strong will. Now we end with a calm truth. Some things won't change today. Accept the fact, not with a sigh, but with open hands. This is not weakness. It saves your energy for what you can move. When traffic stands still, you take a side street. When plans slip, you use the time to learn one page. Acceptance turns noise into room. There is also a larger pull. You and I are part of something bigger. Help one person. Share one tool. Send one kind note. A higher aim makes pain feel lighter. A nurse on a long night thinks of the life she serves. A parent wakes early for the child. A student studies so the family can rise. Your goal can be that large too, even in small steps. So here is your tiny drill. Write one line. If I do this, who gains? Keep the card in your bag. See it before you sleep. Say this English note out loud. Never give up. Type "never give up" in the comments to lock it in. Save this simple English story and play it again tomorrow. Repeating grows skill. This is English for Beginners, a gentle book summary in English, an audiobook summary you can use. May your day be calm and your steps be brave. When hard news comes, breathe, accept, and choose the next right move. There are no dead ends here, only turns, only the road. This is English Calm, a channel built with care. Comment your country or just the first letter. We truly value every word. Thank you for being here. See you in the next story.